Hello friends, I hope you're good. I'm almost halfway through my pregnancy, which seems crazy to say. And I don't feel like we've got a crazy amount of baby stuff, but at the same time, I feel like we're more or less equipped for the arrival of our child without having that many things, if that makes sense. This is our first baby, so I'm going to be a first-time mum. So I'm going to share the top 8 things that we have bought so far that I think, in my opinion, are very useful to have, and hopefully things that we won't regret buying. The first thing is these drawer organisers. I don't think these are meant for clothes. I think they're meant for kind of like snack pantry kind of organisation, and I actually do have some of these in the kitchen drawers. But what I love about these is they come with these inserts, so you can kind of separate things as you need to. So I thought these are going to be really handy just to be able to separate clothes, nappies, I don't know, anything else, purely just for ease of access when it comes to getting the baby ready, getting them dressed or whatever, so I kind of know where everything lives. I also love these boxes because it means that when you folded the clothes, they actually stay folded. I think once you put clothes kind of loosely into the drawer is when the danger can happen of getting into the habit of just pulling stuff out and then not having time to fold it back up, and it can just get a little bit crazy. I love keeping things organised. It makes my head feel calm. So I love these so far. The next thing I have, which was actually a gift, and it was a very, very kind gift, is the Bugaboo rocker. And this is brilliant as well because it does have the rocking feature, and then you can also just have it stationary. And it also clips off and attaches to the Bugaboo giraffe. So it actually comes completely off of the rocking bit, and you can put it on the giraffe, which I think we probably will get eventually. We haven't bothered to get it just yet. But once the baby comes, we're kind of just going to assess if we will use it. We probably will purchase it and then end up upgrading it to the high chair. What I also love about this is that you can completely take off the cover, including everything that's on the straps. You can take off the whole thing and wash it. So it just means when it gets dirty, which it likely will do, that I can just shove it in the washing machine. And like I said, I've already done this and it was easy enough to all put back together. I love that it also comes with the very safe strap. So baby is going to be very safe and secure in here, and then as they grow it kind of grows with them as well, because you can just move these straps up a little bit. Obviously I haven't had a chance to properly try and test this just yet, so I'll keep you updated with how often we use it and if it's worth purchasing for yourself. But so far I do think we're going to get some safe use out of this. It's going to be safe. And out of all the rockers, I do just love this one because you can then take it off and put it on the giraffe, like I said, and it can kind of grow with the baby as well, which is mainly what we've been looking for with baby products. Okay, the next item is a couple of items because it's clothing. These were presents. These were from my partner for my Christmas presents actually, but there are 2 jumpers in particular that he got for the baby, which I just absolutely love. These are from Cozy Crew Club, and of course our newborn child is not going to be fitting into these jumpers, but by the time they do fit into them, it will likely be winter again, so it's perfect timing. This jumper I absolutely love. It's got WB on it because of a special reason. This is in age 6 to 9 months, so again it won't be till next winter that they're actually going to fit into these. And then he also got baby a little cardigan with the strawberries and bears on, which I think is so cute, and this is actually 6 to 12 months, assuming that's just because it's a button up, so I guess it can kind of fit them for a little bit longer. This is very cute, and also at the time I'm filming this we don't know the gender of the baby, so everything that we do have is very neutral. I absolutely love these jumpers. He did also get me a few other bits from Cozy Crew Club, but these are my favourites. Quality is also really nice, and another thing that I've been looking at, which I haven't heard anyone talk about, probably because it's such an irrelevant thing to everyone else. To me, it's something that's so important, again, just purely for ease, is clothing that we can just shove in the washing machine. Like a couple of these Cozy Crew Club items and items kind of similar to this, like knitted, you usually can't put them in the washing machine, which is fine because they are kind of more like occasion, not everyday wear. But things that we will be putting the baby in every day, for me, it needs to be able to be put in the washing machine, and ideally the tumble dryer as well, which I understand some people might disagree with or might not want to do, but yeah, just purely for ease and my sanity, I need to be able to put everything in the washing machine and tumble dryer. And that nicely brings us on to the next thing, because I've been keeping these clothes in a little basket. This is just the basket that I've been keeping them in, and it's just been sat on the changing table for now. However, I have got a nice little collection of baskets going, and I think they're going to be so helpful. One of my friends came and brought me over some gifts, and she put them in this little basket, so I'm obviously going to keep it and use it for, I don't know, maybe blankets or toys or something. I can't remember where she said this was from, but I can ask her. And then another one of my gorgeous friends also brought me around loads of gifts and put them in these baskets, which again I think will be perfect for nappies, nappy creams, wipes. And then there's a big basket as well, which actually has some other gifts that she bought me. She bought me my little cocoa bump butter and a bump sheet mask. How cute. I've just been keeping them in here for now. But yeah, I think baskets are going to be something that I definitely use a lot. Again, because I like things to kind of be organised. I like to know where things are. And they're also gorgeous to look at, so it's a win-win really. Okay, item number 5 that we literally just bought yesterday, so I haven't actually got it in person yet, and that is our pushchair. We were umming and ahhing about which pushchair to get for a little while. We went to a few different stores, we tried out a few different prams. Initially we fell in love with, and we thought that we would end up getting the Silver Cross Reef 2. We just loved it. We loved the way that it looked, we loved the way that we could push it around with ease and fold it up with ease. And that was for a few weeks just the one that we decided on. We were like, okay, well, we found a pram, easy, done. We then went to another store which had a lot more stock and a lot more brands available to us to try. And I personally loved the My Baby, I think it was the My Baby MB450 Luxe, I think that's what it was called. I loved this pushchair. I thought it was brilliant. I loved the way that it folded up. I thought it was so much easier to fold than all of the other pushchairs we looked at. It was light, compact. I think one of the main things that sold me over to that pram was that the price was a fraction of the price of the other prams we were looking at. So I really, really liked the My Baby one. And then we also tried out the new Silver Cross Breeze, I think it's called, and the Silver Cross Cove. Breeze is, I think, the newest Silver Cross model that they have. I don't think I took any footage of us trying this one out. I might have taken a couple of videos when we tried them outside, but the Breeze is brilliant because it folds with the bassinet as well. So most pushchairs that come with the bassinet, you've got to take it off separately and then fold down the frame, and then you put them both in the car or whatever you do with them. We did like the idea that you could fold it with the bassinet. And then the Cove we really liked because it was kind of in between the Silver Cross Breeze and the Reef 2. You can't fold the bassinet, but you can fold it down with the chair attachment on it. And what I really liked about the Silver Cross Cove is it has a handle as well, whereas the Reef 2, once you folded the frame down, it doesn't actually have a handle that you can lift up with. We also tried the Bugaboo Dragonfly, and I really liked that. The only thing I didn't love about the Dragonfly was that I found it quite difficult to, it was easy to collapse, but I found it a little bit difficult to then get back up. I'm sure there's a knack to it, it's just that the handlebars, I'm going to try and explain this as best as I can. We found that the handlebars, because they move as you're lifting it back up, you can't really get a good grip on it. I don't know if that's going to make any sense. What I'm trying to say is that I just didn't find it that easy to fold and put back up, so it was kind of like, if we're going to spend the amount of money, I want it to be just super easy for us. But I think I'm going to do a full unboxing video of the pram and the travel system that we decided to go for, so I won't say too much on that. But if you are interested, stay tuned, and also subscribe please, that would be very helpful. In my opinion, from looking at prams so far, obviously like I say, I haven't got any experience in actually owning our pram yet, and it's not tried and tested, but in my experience from shopping for prams so far, what I would say is if you've got a budget in mind, just stick to it and don't feel pressured to pay more for something that you think might be better, because you can get budget-friendly versions of whatever it is that you're seeing advertised with these luxury brands and whatever. And yes, of course the quality does depend on the price that you're going to pay, not all the time, but most of the time. But if it's not within your budget, or you just don't want to spend loads on a pushchair, just don't. Please don't feel pressured to spend all your money on a pram. What we also wanted to keep in mind is that the bassinet part of the pushchair we're not going to use for very long. I think by the time the baby is 6 months or so, they'll probably be growing out of it. So I would say if you are someone who's looking for pushchairs or starting to shop for that kind of thing, wouldn't focus too much on the bassinet attachment. Make sure that it's got a seat attachment, because that's probably what you'll be using for the majority of their toddler life or baby life. But I am very excited to show you what we did go for. We're very, very happy with our decision as well, so yes, I will show you that soon. Item number 6 is then the car seat that we've chosen, and I will tell you that we've gone for the Maxi Cozy Pebble 360. I think that's what it's called. Honestly, all these things have so many names and it gets very confusing after a while. I really wanted a Maxi Cozy car seat. I know that they're safe, I know that they're reliable, I know that the brand's been around for a long time, and that, yeah, they're a trusted, reliable brand. Car seat was probably the number one thing that I said, I don't really mind how much we spend on it as long as it's safe and as long as I can drive around knowing that my baby is safe in the back. But we actually purchased a whole travel system, so our car seat came with our pram and we ended up getting a really, really good deal on it. So I looked on the Maxi Cozy website, and I think the car seat and base was coming to about £500. Where we purchased our pram and then got the car seat as an addition, I think the car seat and the base worked out. I think we saved about £300 just on the car seat. I'll go into the proper nitty gritty of the maths and how much we saved and whatever when I do the whole unboxing, but I'm really, really happy with the car seat and the base, and we ended up getting the 360 base that slides out of the car as well. I'll try and find some footage of it that I can show you before I actually film the video, but I'm very, very happy with it. It attaches to the pushchair base as well, so say for example baby falls asleep in the car, we can literally just take the car seat out, pop it on the pram base and go about our day. And I think the 360 base, and I think it's called Slide Tech, so you can actually pull it out of the car. I think that's just gonna be so helpful for getting baby in and out of the car as well. Item number 7, which you may have noticed a moment ago, is plain Babygrows. We are just gonna get a load of plain Babygrows. We've got long sleeve ones, short sleeve ones, and also we've got vest versions because we are gonna have a summer baby. So I have no idea. We live in England and the weather is very unpredictable. I have no idea how hot it's gonna be. And I know some people are set on having zip ups and poppers. We've got a mixture of both, just because I know people say poppers are a bit of a faff, which if you do just want something quick and easy, then I guess get zips. But my only fear is that I feel like zips can be a little bit uncomfortable for their skin sometimes. So we just got a mixture of both, and also I feel like the mitts on the hands are really helpful as well when they're newborns, because babies have very sharp nails. Quite easy for them. Oh, there's a plane going past. Where are you going? Take me with you. So yeah, the mitts on Babygrows are really helpful just so they don't end up accidentally scratching themselves. The point of us getting plain Babygrows is just because they're probably going to end up going through a couple of these a day, if not more, just from the little messes that they make. We just thought we don't want to spend loads, and again, this is our personal preference, but we just didn't want to spend loads on cute outfits that they'd probably end up wearing once, grow out of them, and then we've just wasted like 20-30 quid on an outfit they've only got to wear once. So honestly, our plan is just to have the baby in Babygrows for the first 3 months, and then when they're a little bit bigger and we're going out a little bit more, they can wear their cute little outfits. And I really do understand the hype and excitement of wanting to get your baby in cute clothes, and we probably will have a few cute outfits, but again, just for ease and the sake of saving loads of money, we just thought plain Babygrows are absolutely fine for now. And the 8th and final item is we have also purchased our Next to Me crib. This was something that for some reason I didn't like any Next to Me cribs. I couldn't tell you why. I think maybe it's the concept of them that I don't like. Like, I just wanted an extension of my bed, to be honest. I just wanted a little extra pocket on my bed that the baby could safely sleep up, but they don't exist. Mattresses that shape just don't exist. We ordered our Next to Me crib along with our travel system, so it hasn't arrived yet. I haven't had a chance to properly play around with it, but we ended up going for the Cozy Air Next to Me crib. It's safe, it's got a rocking feature which I liked because I thought it would be helpful to have the ability to rock the baby when they are in the crib. And it's also got some storage pockets, which I'll show you when we unbox it, but I thought they'd be really helpful as well, just to kind of like pop nappies in or whatever. Next to Me cribs was not something that I enjoyed shopping for, and yeah, I can't put my finger on it. Maybe it's just because I wish that they were a little bit different, or I don't know what it is. Shopping for all these things made everything feel very real, and I found it a little bit overwhelming. I think when the travel system and the crib arrives this week, I think it will really hit me. I mean, it's already hit me. I know that the baby's coming, but it just makes it feel very, very real. Just this kind of overwhelming feeling of excitement and realization at the same time. I will link everything I've spoken about in the description, so if you want to have a little look at things, you can. If you would like me to do another one of these videos, because there are a few other things that we have that I haven't yet mentioned, let me know. And also, if you wanted me to do a video of going through the wish list, because I'm going to have a baby shower and I've just put together a little Amazon wish list of things that if anyone would like to buy us a gift, they can buy something off there. And obviously I've tried to keep that very budget friendly and yeah, cater to whatever budget people might have. Of course, stay tuned to find out which travel system we got and watch me attempt to put it together, because I'm sure that would be quite amusing. But thank you so much for watching. If you've got this far, please subscribe if you've got this far, because it really helps me out, and also you don't have to bother searching for any more videos. I hope everyone is doing so well, and I'll see you soon. Have a good day, evening, night, wherever you are in the world.